Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, ladies and gents. I am Kura Itagami, your resident tinkerer and Medarotter, and this is the Medarot News Network, bringing you all the latest developments and happenings with our favorite pet fighting robot series. Now this week it looks like at first glance we might be slowing down our momentum just a little bit in terms of where we were last week, and especially the weeks prior with the Mashin Hero Wataru collab, which will be coming to a close this week towards the end of the month. But despite that, and despite first glances, we do have a couple big pieces of news, and of course another newcomer to the game as shown here on the intro screen. So with that being said, I have chosen to name this week's episode Divine Grace, in addition to a couple familiar faces that we do see incoming. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into what they did announce for this week. For this week's Gacha banners, they of course are introducing GDS0 Artemis, the final boss from Medarot Girls Mission on the 3DS, and she is coming to the game with a kit of Rebirth, or Resurrect, Laser, Guard 500, Float Legs, and Super Armor leg ability. And in inclusion to her, we are also seeing 3 reruns of older familiar faces, as I mentioned. The first of which of those is anyone who's known her from the days of Medarot 2 or the GBA game, MED0 Stone Mirror, with a kit of Triple Destroy, Biped Legs, and the Mascot leg ability. NIN0 Ninja with Tornado, Double Sword, Biped Legs, and the Mirage leg ability. And then of course NMR0 Utopian, the Nightmare type, with Triple Virus, Flight Legs, and the leg ability of Through Fight. Now, in addition to these 4, we will also be seeing the collaboration bots, Saber Dragon and Dark Tiger from the collab event. This will be the final week that those banners are live, so if you have not had a chance to collect either of those yet, this is basically your last chance to pick those up before they do disappear for quite likely a very long time before any kind of collab events do come back around again. So do try to prioritize those 2 first before these 4. I do believe Monjuro from this current week also will still be maintaining in the Gacha banner this week for one more time, so this leaves a total of about 7 Gacha banners over the course of this last week of October. Out of the 3, like I mentioned, I would definitely consider going after collabs first, but if not, you definitely have 5 other choices to choose from, all of which are honestly pretty solid in their own right, and it is very, very nice to see Artemis make her official grand debut into the official mainstream Medarot titles. In addition to this, of course, we also have this week's Fierce Battles, which are FSL0 Fancy Roll with a kit of Virus, Hammer, and Napalm with Flight Legs and the Mascot leg ability. OWL03 Minerova with Beam, Free Shot, and Press, Float Legs, and the Torturer leg ability. And then, of course, SPN0 Float Spitter with Melee Trap, Anti-Air, and Anti-Sea, Float Legs, and the Emergency leg ability. Now, of the 3 Fierce Battles we do have this week, none of them are particularly remarkable, I guess, for lack of a better term. There definitely are a couple diamonds in the rough in terms of what parts are handy, but if you are going to farm 1 or 2 for this week, as it looks like any kind of events are going to be kind of closing off as we kind of wrap up the end of October, I would definitely consider farming for Minerova or Fancy Roll, as they're both pretty well balanced in the kits that they do offer, and I will be sure to go over each of them, of course, in their own individual videos, which will, of course, release shortly after this one does go live. So, of my personal opinion, once more, the MVP of the week would probably go to Minerova, and then possibly Fancy Roll right behind her as a close second. In terms of events this week, like I mentioned, it does look like we're slowing down just a little bit at first glance, but in reality, we actually have a couple other big things that are going to be starting up on the 26th when this new week cycles in. The first of which that they wanted to highlight was a popularity poll. Now, this gives the players a chance to vote for their favorite bot in the game, regardless of their rank or location in the game, be it a Gacha banner or a Fierce Battle or anything of the like. This is your chance to place a vote for who your favorite bot is, and the top picks at the end of the voting period, which is between 10/26 and 11/9, so roughly into early next month, will be highlighted very likely as future Gacha banners through November or possibly December, and of course highlighted once more as Fierce Battles for those that do qualify. We did also get some progress on the story. Nozomi's backstory updates have been shown in this week's video, so we probably will be seeing that sometime in the near future, is my hope. Quite possibly more progress towards Story Mode Arc 4, hopefully. Possibly even a hint at maybe some other bots incoming. Something else that was brought to my attention is that marathon survival battles are returning once more this week. And for those of you that are out of the loop or are not quite sure what the marathon survival is, basically what happens is when you start round 1 with a set of parts, if you are victorious in round 1, all the parts you used in that round are now banned, and you have to create a whole new set of parts and a whole new build to use for that next round. At the end of that round, those parts are added to the ban list. And at the end of 3 to 5 rounds, all parts that were part of the ban list are refreshed and you can use them once more as you reach that checkpoint. Honestly, it's a very fun event if I am indeed truly honest with you. It does give you a chance to kind of exercise your flexibility, I guess you can call it, in your overall building of a team and how you can manage to use parts that you normally don't use often, but at least keep raised for the sake of having them. So definitely looking forward to seeing that come this week as well as another chance to test the limits and test your mind just a little bit on how well you can do team builds. They definitely do ramp up in difficulty in terms of the higher levels, so I am anticipating even greater of a challenge. I am greatly excited for this. On top of that, they did also announce that our favorite idol type Shushu Pop is having her birthday coming up on 10/28, and I do highly anticipate we will be seeing a birthday stream that she will be posting on that for the official channel. So I am looking forward to seeing that from her and seeing more information on what she's been up to, as it has been quite a little bit since we heard anything from her or Lila in terms of what they've been doing on the side, outside of the standard Medarot S announcements. So look forward to all these this coming week, of course, with the incoming gacha banners and the fierce battles, of course. But with all this aside, we are still looking for translators for the Medarot 3 and the Medarot Reloaded manga projects. So if you have any knowledge of coding or cleaning or fluent in Japanese with some time on your hands, we are more than open to any feedback or effort that you'd like to donate and contribute to the progress in the project. We have plenty of openings, and if you have any questions on what you think might be in need, or even would like to join and participate, you're more than welcome to reach out to me personally, or join our Discord in the link provided in the comments below, and we can get you in touch with the right people to get you up to speed on what's going on. So far, progress has been just a little bit slow in terms of previous weeks, but according to my good buddy Variant, who's one of the heads of the project, there is a lot of code that needs to be translated and cleaned, and a lot of images as well for the in-game asset files that needs to be cleaned in order to make that project a reality and see that further to completion. So if you have some time on your hands with some skills you'd like to contribute to donate, we are more than open and appreciative of anything that you'd be willing to offer. Aside from all this, I believe that covers just about everything for this week, aside from a new merch store that I believe is opening up very shortly. That was announced also this morning by the Medarot channel. More information will be on their channel officially in the link that I do provide as well in the comments below. But aside from all this, I do appreciate you all for stopping by. If you'd like to know more, you can follow us below at the Medarot News Network page or the Metabots Forever community on Facebook. You can also join us on Discord with Project Rising Beetle with the link provided in the comments below. You can also reach out to me personally on Twitter at IsaGamiKura. So if you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, or even just want to talk and hang out, I'm more than open to any feedback or ideas that you might have. I, of course, do have some particular ideas that I've been cooking up on the side, but that's still kind of a work in progress, so no real update on that just yet. But again, more than open to any kind of feedback or suggestion that you might have, or open to even just a simple hello as well. Do also give these fine folks a follow as well. Sylvalian041 on Twitter, and so is Z2, both of which are absolutely fantastic artists in the Medarot community. I have seen numerous works from both of them, and they never fail to disappoint. In fact, Sylvalian just earlier today as well that I did see posted a new picture of Juke, the KBT starter from Medarot 9, and the counterpart to Monjiro on his personal Twitter earlier today, and it looks utterly fantastic. I am telling you, folks, definitely give these fine folks a follow. You will not be disappointed with the art that they grace your feeds with. But aside from all this, thanks again for stopping by, folks. It's always happy to have you in for a visit. Until next time, this is your host, Kura Isagami of the Medarot News Network, signing out.